Hi everyone. So in today's episode, we are going to be talking about, is the retreat worth it? So let's get into the video. And I'm Jack Lindsay. Together with our daughter, we love to travel and experience different places. How we get there and what we do is always different. Life is too short, so get out and live a little. Okay, so we are going to go over the pros and then the cons, so make sure that you stay till the end of the video to hear all of the points.
Also, will we do it again?
And if we will do it again. And there also may be some things that we disagree on, so this should be an interesting video.
100% there is.
Okay, so the first pro is my favorite thing, food, the restaurant. The retreat for celebrity, the restaurant is called Lumine, and it is the best place to eat on the ship. I mean, Eden gives it a run for its money, but Eden costs more money. I mean, I guess technically Lumine does too,
costs extra money too,
because you have to pay for the room, but it's really, really, really good. And I think my biggest pro with it is that the menu actually changes for lunch and dinner. You have a few of your staples that are on the menu every single day. Breakfast is the same, but the menu changes every day for lunch and dinner, which is really nice when you're on a longer cruise or even a shorter one. You just get to try some more different options, which
it was good
I always
too.
like. It was delicious. It was
I also
really
liked
tasty.
at the restaurant, you get sat with like a core group of people, and they figure it out like day one or day two. And then you have the same wait staff for your entire cruise. Yeah.
You're in a different seat, but you're in like a general section. So you have some of the same people that you see and sit next to and converse with.
And maybe we got spoiled a little bit because we got to sit next to the window.
We did get some really nice seats a lot of the times, which was definitely delightful. But
it was really good. I was very impressed with Lumine.
The next pro is when you are in the retreat, no matter what level of the retreat you are in, you get a boatload of perks. You get premium Wi-Fi, premium drinks, tips are included.
Boatload of onboard credit.
You get onboard credit that you can use for shore excursions or just to use on the boat, like the spa or shopping or casino in his case.
You can use it at the casino to win money towards another free cruise.
True. You could, but that's only if you like gambling and you're semi-good at it.
But no, it's nice when you get on the ship because if you book the retreat, you know what you're gonna pay. Like you can always do Eden, we would suggest it. It costs extra. And then the spa costs extra, but really you could get on board and not spend another $1.
Yeah, I mean, especially when it comes to like the premium drinks, you really get every drink that the ship has to offer. Minus a few in Eden because Eden has some that are like $20 for a drink, so you just pay that difference. But like you get the smoothies, which I definitely had almost every single day, any specialty coffees,
bottled water,
any drink, bottled water. That is one other thing that was nice too. Like within the suite lounge, you get access to bottles of water and sodas, and there was vitamin water and things like that that any other suites we've done, you've never had access where you could just like have a grab and go option.
Yeah, the best way I can describe it is the retreat makes it all inclusive.
Yeah, it really truly does though, in the best possible way. The next point is Butler and Concierge. Every room gets access to a concierge, and they all have their own butler.
I honestly want an English butler one day. Butlers on the cruises are not like British butlers, but it is nice having a butler and a dedicated concierge. 100%.
And they can help you out with, I mean, lots of stuff. I mean, the butler is there when you have the chic nights, which is reserved seating in the theater, so they will be there and they will walk you down to your seat.
They will chase down a bartender to make sure you get a cocktail.
This is true. We didn't feel like sitting one night in the like reserved section that they had for retreat guests because we wanted to be up front so I could get some better pictures. And our butler spotted us, came all the way down, asked us if he could do anything for us or get us anything. And you had said, I think I just want to grab a glass of wine. He found a waiter in like 2 seconds, and the waiter got Jack's drink way faster than anybody else's. So it's just like little perks like that.
Yep. It's little things that you can't quantify like a dollar value attached to it, but it just makes your life so much easier. I mean, so much easier as you're on vacation. It's not that difficult of a life. But it adds some enjoyment to it because you have to worry less about stuff.
Yeah, and the concierge is also nice. Like, if you're in any other room, you still have...
Customer service.
Customer service desk, that's it. But there's usually a decent line for the customer service desk. And in the concierge, in the retreat, there was never a line.
Yeah.
Maybe there'd be one person in front of you, but...
Yeah, we've loved concierge on every ship we've been on. They help you. We had to change some reservations for dinner. They helped us plan out some other activities. So it was super helpful to have them right there and like no line, no wait.
Breaking news.
I've just been informed that I need to stare at the camera more and not my beautiful wife. So I will be doing that for this next part of the episode.
Would you like to say what the next pro is?
I don't remember what it was. Oh, yes, I do. The next pro is priority embarkation and disembarkation, which just makes your life easier. You get on board first, you're off first. So if you're in a rush to get a flight off, you can actually take an earlier flight than most people when you get back to shore. And also, if you want to get out early, right when you get to cruise, more than welcome to get escorted down. You skip the lines, super helpful. Although we never had really a problem on Celebrity, like the lines anywhere weren't that bad, but it was just nice to be able to escort it down to the front.
I mean, disembarkation day was a little crazy and we didn't have to deal with any of that. They just escorted you off. It was super simple, took 2 seconds. You didn't have to wait in any big lines or anything. Very helpful. It's a nice little perk to have.
Yeah, those Edge class ships they have the best embarkation, disembarkation area on any cruise we've ever been on. Better than airlines, to tell you the truth. Next is the retreat. The second floor of the retreat area is a Sundeck with a pool, a hot tub, there's a bar, a restaurant, and it is just gorgeous. It's the front of the ship. It has glass deflecting the wind, but honestly, it is beautiful. There's also
the design of it is absolutely stunning. They did a fantastic job.
The fact that it's on a cruise ship is the amazing part.
That too.
Like, it's super modern, but like aesthetically still kind of pleasing. It's not that cold modern, it's very aesthetically pleasing modern. And they also have like areas, if you don't want to sit in the sun, they have couches in the shade. They have sunscreen, like luxury
they did really
sunscreen.
Nice sunscreen.
They have waiters up there that walk around. There's a little area where you can get burgers, fries, salads, wraps, and then there's a full bar up there as well. It also has direct access to the restaurant, or not restaurant, excuse me, the lounge area. There's an outdoor staircase that you can take down to the lounge, so vice versa.
Either way.
Yeah, either way.
And I will say also having that bar up there is really nice just because, well, there's waiters up there, but you also then can just run up to the bar and grab a drink and you don't have to head back inside and go down the stairs to get a bar in the retreat lounge. So it's just a nice touch that they added that I really appreciated.
Yeah, and while the retreat was full, it never felt overly crowded up there. There was always a lounger you could get. There's day beds, couches, everything. It was super nice.
Yeah, I would say like the loungers right around the general pool area tended to fill up decently quickly, but there was always a seat. If you didn't want to be on a lounger, you could find something for sure. In addition to the amazing sun deck, there is also a beautiful lounge that they did a fantastic job designing as well. One side has a big glass windows where you can sit and stare out at the ocean, and then the other side has a little like outdoor patio kind of thing where there's a few tables where you can sit and have a snack, or just some seats where you can just enjoy the beautiful view and get some breeze.
That was probably my favorite spot of the design, is they included that outdoor spot on the lounge.
For the lounge section.
Yeah, because it's in the shade. And for redheads like me, shade is great.
I'll say one other thing that you in particular were super excited about that I don't know if you remember is that there was a TV outside.
Oh, yes, there was.
It had sports on it. And so that's been Jack's complaints in some other videos, but it was a place where if you really wanted to still be in the retreat in the lounge area, you could still watch those sports if you needed to and not have to like go to one of the sports bars or just go somewhere else. So that was a definite big plus. And the snacks that they had in the lounge were very tasty, and they would change throughout the day.
They had a little breakfast there too.
Yes, they did have a little...
If you didn't want to go to Luminae, you could go get a little canapé breakfast is the best way I can describe it.
Yeah, they like pastries and some fruit and just like a simple, light little breakfast snack.
Continental breakfast is
there you go. Okay, so another pro to piggyback onto the lounge area is that they do tea time in the lounge, which is really nice.
Yeah, but I didn't get a British butler.
They did it. It was really nice though. There's always tea and coffee in the lounge that you can get, but during tea time, they put out some biscuits and scones and tea. Well, the tea's always out, and some other little snacks. And we were also in there a few times where they had some live music, which was really, really nice. I've had some people question that in the past on other cruise lines if they have live music.
Yeah, it was an acoustic guitarist.
Yeah, the retreat did do it, and it was really nice. It was really fun. It was like your own little performance.
Private concert.
Yeah. And then the last pro, which is slightly obvious, but the last pro is that your room is just really nice. You have a little bit more space. It's
a little bit.
You have a good amount more space.
For reference, the Sky Suites, which are the lowest level suites you can book on Celebrity, are 1.5 times the size of a balcony. So that's the amount of space.
And then they go up from there. But yes. You have more space, the rooms are elevated and nice, you have a tub, so if anybody who has a child, a tub is very helpful. You have upgraded bathroom amenities, you have robes, slippers.
Ooh, they were good slippers.
They also left an umbrella in the room as well as binoculars that you could use. So just little touches like that that just elevate the experience.
And the bed was super comfortable.
The bed was very comfy. And another thing that I liked, this is all of the rooms have it though, was that you could control the temperature of your room as well as the blinds and any lights in your room through the app, as well as like a little control panel on the wall, which was just really fun.
And it's super easy and non-tech person friendly, because even Emma and I could do it. And we're not tech people.
But it was nice. So those were the pros. But before we get into the cons, I just wanted to say, if you've enjoyed this content so far and you're new here, we would absolutely love it if you could hit that like button and subscribe.
And hit the little notification bell.
And the notification bell. Okay, so on to the cons. This is where me and Jack disagree. We agree on all the pros, not the cons. I'm gonna start with my first con, which is it is not all in one space. Things are spread out a little bit. Like the restaurant is on a different floor than the lounge, and you can access the Sundeck from the lounge. No rooms are directly there's a few rooms maybe that are directly off some areas, but there's no, but
it's not like a ship within a ship.
It doesn't have that ship within a ship feeling where you can stay in the retreat area and never leave and have everything that you could ever want if you needed it. It's still absolutely gorgeous and amazing, but you don't have that ship within a ship feel.
Yeah, and I completely don't agree with Emma's con. It ended up, you get extra steps in. It wasn't a huge ship, so it's not that.
It wasn't a huge deal, but it would have been nice. I think that would have just elevated it to another level.
Mm-hmm. It helped you close your step goal for the day.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's a good thing, but.
So, there's another pro.
My next con, Jack will probably disagree with and say it's not a big deal as well, but we were in a Sky Suite, and the Sky Suites do not have coffee or tea in the room. Granted, you can call your butler and ask him to deliver coffee to you every morning, but I just kind of felt like I didn't want to inconvenience him and bug him too much, so.
They work hard.
They're really hardworking, and like I'm more than capable of throwing a little pot in a coffee thing and making myself a cup of coffee. So I just thought that was a little something that they could improve upon.
You did use your personal butler to get you coffee a couple times throughout the cruise in the morning. I believe I went to Cafe Albaccio.
I don't mind asking him to go get me coffee, but
while it's a con for Emma, it was Cafe Albaccio is like a nice barista shop to go get a good cup of coffee that was literally on my way from the gym. You
would pick me up coffee on your way back from the gym, and if you weren't going to the gym, I would feel bad then asking you to get me coffee.
Would you?
Yeah. Well, no. Would
you feel bad, or would you just do it?
No, I wouldn't. No, because there was 1 or 2 days where you didn't go to the gym, and I just got coffee while we were out and about or on our own. But sometimes it's just nice to have a cup of coffee while you're getting ready in the morning. So I think that's one little thing that they could improve upon. And then to add to that point too, we got snacks delivered to our room like once or twice throughout the cruise. And not that that's a big deal. I know if you ask for it, they'll deliver it every day if you wanted to. Again, I didn't feel like I needed to ask. It would be nice to get a little surprise in a room a few more times. So just a tiny little thing that I think that they could improve upon. Now for the next con, which I know this one we both agree is actually a legitimate con. The con is that the specialty dining that you get with the retreat is called Luminae. You cannot get Luminae delivered to your room. You do get unlimited room service 24/7, but you can only get it from the main dining room. It cannot come from Luminae. So
yeah, it's a negative.
It's a negative because they're
not a huge negative, but it's
not
a negative.
Huge one, but it is, and especially because there had been some mornings where we would have probably had breakfast delivered, and we did do that once or twice, but I would have preferred Luminae's breakfast. And we did not have our daughter on this trip with us, but if we had Poppy with us, I definitely think we probably would have done dinner probably 1 or 2 nights too, just because with a 2-year-old, there's some nights where she's just done and we weren't gonna put her through sitting through dinner. And it would have been nice to get dinner from Luminae and not just the main dining room.
Yeah, where I think it's actually a negative is probably Alaska, because you get to ports so early in Alaska that sometimes you have to get room service for breakfast. Otherwise, like, you're scrambling to the buffet to eat. And having Luminae as the option would definitely be worth it there.
Yeah, same thing for night though too, because there's sometimes where you're just tired after being out and doing like extreme activities every day that you're just like, ugh, I don't want to change and get dressed and go to dinner.
Yep. Okay. The next con is probably a Jack con, just because I like to do it. In the bar in the retreat area, there's no seats in the interior one. There is on the Sundeck bar, but in the interior one, there's no seats. It's more just kind of like a beverage making area, which kind of takes away from it being like a cool hangout area.
And I will say we were on the Apex, so there was no seats on that one. I'm not sure if the Beyond has seats. I want to say no. I'll note it below. And Edge, which was the first one in this class of ships,
doesn't even have a bar.
Doesn't even have a bar in the lounge. So I think they definitely improved that by at least putting a bar in the lounge.
It's a nitpicky con, to tell you the truth. I mean, I still had great cocktails there, so I guess it's not like a huge negative or drive a decision. I just would like to have seats at the bar.
Yeah,
I like to talk to the bartenders. That's the main reason.
Yeah, just another seating option would be nice to be having there. The next con is boarding day.
Yeah, but this may have just been where we were at, but like it wasn't that bad. It wasn't a bad boarding day. It
wasn't a bad boarding day, but again, trying not to compare, but previous lines that we've gone on, if you are in a suite, there is typically some form of a lounge area where there's some snacks and refreshments, or just a nice seating area.
Not that you're not going to get enough food and drink when you get on the cruise.
Yeah, it's not necessary, but there's something a little nice about it.
2 hours without food for Emma is just like going to, she's done.
For silly reason to have it in the cons that there is no little lounge area. But, I mean, if you can't tell, we're kind of searching for some cons here.
Yep.
So that'd be the con. Okay, so now for the last con. You want to take it?
Yeah, Celebrity is a little bit pricier than the others when it comes to the suites, compared to the other ones we've been on. So you do pay a little bit more. I think it's worth it.
It is worth it, but it is
a little bit more. It's a couple $1,000s more than, like total for 2 people than it is on some other ones from a cruise perspective, if you're looking at it.
I will also say it is pricier if you want to add a kid too.
Yes.
Like a lot.
Kids do not sail free on Celebrity.
Well, not even that. Like there's some other ones where the kids ones are discounted, and for Celebrity that does not seem to be the case from when we've trying to book future ones.
Yep.
So yeah, and like the entry level rooms are a tiny bit smaller for that slightly higher price. Still gorgeous, still amazing, but the price tag is just a little bit higher. But it is also a slightly more luxury brand, so it's kind of expected.
Yep.
So that's all of our pros and cons. Will we sail Celebrity again?
Yeah, in 2 months.
Yep, we have another one planned. So make sure, if you are not subscribed, to subscribe so you can see our amazing trip on Celebrity that is to come. And all the fun, crazy things we have planned.
We may have
I'm really excited for.
We may have some other ones booked for next year.
Yes, but
still TBD on that one. The one in 2 months, we're definitely doing
that one. So till next time, guys, get out and live a little. Bye.